Hey there, it's me again, Dr. Bell. I'm going to talk to you a little bit about who I am and what you need to know. This is my introduction to you about me. So what do you need to know about me as an instructor? Well, first you need to know that my philosophy in teaching is kind of eclectic. An eclectic means a collection of here and there bits and pieces. I do believe in constructivism, where you build your own knowledge, so a lot of my activities will be designed in a way that you develop your knowledge from doing the activity. I do believe in social cognitive or social cultural learning and Vygotsky's work. So with that being said, I think you can learn more from each other, scaffolding each other, than you can just from me. So it's important that you realize that there's a method behind my madness with the activities and processes that I use. As far as being a teacher, I'm pretty laid back. If you need time on an assignment, all you have to do is ask. If you're honest with me and you're putting forth effort, I'm so happy to support you. It is so important for me to know that you are getting the content rather than just following little nitpicky rules. So you don't have to stress yourself out over, oh my gosh, I'm not going to have this assignment at midnight tonight. If you have contacted me ahead of time, I'll be happy to accept an assignment late or give you some more support if you need it to complete your work. It's more important to me that you understand the concepts behind the work than the framework of, did you get it in on time? Did you follow this format? That kind of thing. So I have a lot of flexibility in that way. I will also be happy to, now if you do get your work into me on time, I will be happy to grade your work, and if it's not exactly what I'm looking for, I'll turn it back into you for you to redo without penalty. If you don't turn it into me on time, I can't guarantee that, but I will try. But there are no guarantees. If it's not into me on time, I can't guarantee that you'll have time to fix it if it's wrong. But like I said, don't send me blank forms and empty spaces. Just be honest and go, oops, I haven't had time to finish it. I'll get it to you, and tell me when you're going to get it to me. And I'll be happy to work with you. So in that way, I'm pretty flexible. It's really not about points, it's about learning. But I know that you want to keep your GPA up as well. Please know that every assignment that you have in this class is an important assignment, and therefore you cannot skip assignments. If there's an assignment that's only worth 10 points and you go, I'm not going to bother with that, I don't need it, I still have my A or I still have my B, I can't say to the state that you've gained that competency. That assignment measures your competency in an area. So it's important that you turn in all assignments and do all discussion boards and activities. Now, with that being said, I want you to know that, again, I care about you, I care about your success, and I want you to be able to use the knowledge you gain in this course to be an effective administrator. Even if it's not your goal to be one, it will help you understand where your bosses come from and if you work in an early learning program. So it's important that you understand the concepts and skills. So if you don't understand something, question me. Ask me about it. I'll be happy to set aside time for a virtual office or to talk to you, or even through email, whatever's most comfortable, so that we can clear up any misconceptions, so that you have a better understanding. And that includes assignments. If you don't understand how to do an assignment, let me know. I'm going to try my best to be as clear as possible, but sometimes I think I'm saying something clearly and nobody's getting it. So don't be afraid to ask. Personally, on a personal note, I have, well, before I get to the personal note stuff, another big important piece of my teaching is the textbook. For this class, you have 4 textbooks. They're all required. One is an administration textbook, one is an excellence in infant toddler programming textbook, one is a guidance textbook, and the other is a booklet that you will fill out on your shadowing school. All 4 of them required, and I know that seems like a lot, but we're covering all those competencies. If you do not read your text, that's on you. We do have quizzes based strictly on the tests, solely on the tests, textbooks rather, but you're going to get out of this course what you put into it. I am teaching this course assuming that you spent all that money on your textbooks and that you're reading them. I can only give you about 10% of the knowledge and skills that you're supposed to gain from this course. The rest of it is coming from you, doing your own reading and your own research. If you don't do your reading, you will not be, you won't hold the skills and knowledge that you're supposed to hold at the end of this course, and that is your fault. I shouldn't see on my evaluation he never used the textbook. I'm not supposed to use the textbook. You are. There are 3 kinds of teachers. One kind teaches a summary of what you read in your text before you came. Another kind supplements the text. And then the third kind does kind of a combination. I'm closer to the third kind, leaning towards number 2. I'll mostly supplement your textbook information, but I'll revisit a few things that I feel are really important and bear repeating. But it won't happen a lot. So you must read your readings in order for you to get exposed to all the knowledge. You must go to all the web links. You must watch all the videos if you really want the knowledge and skills that you're supposed to have at the end of this course. I'm going to try to make it as interactive as possible, and for me the content itself is fun, so hopefully you'll enjoy it too. Now I'll get to the personal stuff. Personal stuff about me. I am a total Star Wars geek. I love Star Wars. You probably can see some of my paraphernalia behind me with spaceships and stuff. I have a lovely wife that I adore, and 2 wonderful daughters that are just the apple of my eye. I have a dog. She's nice. I have 2 turtles that have been with me since I started my teaching career, back before it was illegal to have turtles as pets. And we have a cat that I never see because she stays locked up in my daughter's room. She won't come out. So that's me and my family. I'm originally from up north, and I graduated from Florida State. In my my master's and my PhD in early childhood. My family originated again from New England, like I said, from Massachusetts. And my family, the bulk of my immediate family lives in Florida now, besides my wife and children. We all live here together. Yay! So, that's me. I like to have fun. I like to read and watch movies, and I can be silly sometimes. I am apologizing now for my nonsense, and I hope to get to know you well.